Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do some simple designs for those of you who are thinking about getting into wire but feel a little intimidated by wire. Honestly, you don't have to feel intimidated. Today's designs are going to be the type of wire work that anybody can do. It's not fancy, but it looks beautiful. Here is one of the pairs of earrings. We've done earrings today. So this is one of the pairs of earrings that I did for today's video. It is simple. A lot of these designs that I did do today took maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Most of the work is just in the hammering, and that's really, really easy. All of it is very easy. All of these designs, being that they're easy, you can add them to earrings that you already have, like studs. I wear all of these designs that I make with the studs that I own, so I can wear studs or have something a little more blingy, say for a night out. But if there's some of you that are interested in getting into wire and you want to start with something really, really simple, these are going to be the simple designs we're going to do today. I have, I think, 3 or 4 designs to show you. Before we begin today, please like the video if you do like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content here, and hit that notification bell. You will be notified of upcoming videos. All right, without further ado, let's get into these projects. Okay, I am going to show you how to make bling for your stud earrings. Now, I like wearing stud earrings, but I also like to put things on my stud earrings. So here is a set that I made. This is one of them here. It's almost like a hoop earring, very light to wear. You put your stud earring through the loop, and voila, you have a different earring. There is endless possibilities on what you could do to add something like this to your stud earring. So I'm going to make a couple of different ones. This is the first style I made, and what I really like about these is they are light, delicate. They are delicate. They don't pull down on your ear. They're not heavy, and they look great. This is silver filled wire. It's a little bit cheaper than actual sterling silver, but you can hammer it. It looks great. We're going to do some of these today. So this is the wire here. This is 20 gauge wire. So we're going to make a couple designs today. So I think I am going to start with a 3-inch piece. I'm going to make 2 of those. Okay, so I've cut 2 3-inch pieces, and I've flattened the ends. I've just cut off the ends, so if they're sharp, I just cut that off. Now I'm going to take my round nose pliers and the 2 millimeter. I want it to be as small as possible, so you can make it smaller if you want, but 2 would be fine. 2 is fine. And I'm just going to make a loop at the end of each of these. Throwing things around. I'm going to make a loop at the end of each of these. Try to do it properly if you can. There we go. Now I'm going to put that plier in again and just have it sit right like that. So this tail piece is coming right down the middle, and I'm just going to bend it so that it's straight. Do the same with the other one. Like that. Now what I want to do is hammer everything. So I'm going to show you the hammer I'm going to use. This is my chasing hammer. As you can see, it's been a rough life. I just had to I had to duct tape, you know, the head to the body because it kept getting loose. It kept going loose. So it still works really good. Just looks a little odd with all the tape. So I'm going to hammer these 2 pieces. Basically, the length of the tail is going to be hammered with this round portion here, and the loops on the top are going to be hammered with this portion here. I am going to bring my iPhone over just to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to take my chasing hammer and these 2 pieces, and we're going to go over and hammer some stuff. So we are going to do the first part. I am just going to hammer the loop at the top there with my chasing hammer. I am going to turn the sound down because it's going to be really loud and I don't want it to be too loud for you. But here we go. And that's what it should look like there. So I'm going to take the other one. Same thing. You don't have to hammer them for very long. And that's the second one. Look, my hands are all dirty. This is what you get for working with metal and hammers. Now I am going to use this part of my chasing hammer, and I'm going to do the full length of this tail. I'm just going to go slow because you don't want to overdo it. Now this piece of wire is going to look like it's out of shape. It's going to go all wonky. No, don't worry about it. It's okay. And just take note of where my loop is sitting. Okay, so it's facing me. I'm going to hold the loop. Just really, really be careful with your fingers. You do not want to hammer your finger with this. It is painful. I've done it. As you can see, it is looping up towards me a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's not going to hurt it. Okay, now I'm switching sides because I don't want to hammer my fingers together. Okay, and that is about as much hammering as I want to do. Now I'm going to do this one, same thing, but I'm going to have the loop facing the opposite direction, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing with the ball end of my chasing hammer. Okay, now, as you can see, everything's a little goofy. That's okay. Don't worry about it. You can, it's wire. You can fix that. So we're going to fix that. So the first thing I'm going to do is close up this loop. I'm going to take this pair of pliers and I'm going to just press it so that it closes that right up against the main wire, the main part of the wire. Okay, I'm going to do the other one. Now I'm just going to straighten the tail part there. Just go slow. You don't have to be fast with this. I'm just eyeing it, to make sure. And that looks pretty straight. Honestly, it is an organic piece, so you don't have to be absolutely perfect, but it's nice to get it close. Okay, and those two pieces are pretty straight. I'm happy with it. I'm going to take a file and I'm just going to round the bottom edges because they are a little bit, the shape is not satisfying to me. And you can use a regular file. This is just a regular nail file of mine. I just want to get rid of those sharp edges and I want it to look a little more, round. And I'm just checking with my fingers to make sure that there's no more sharp edges here anywhere. And there isn't. The next thing I'm going to do is actually clean these two pieces. Here's some pro polishing pads. I got these from Amazon. I will leave them in the description area below for you. And before I round these, I'm going to just clean them right off because I want them to be as shiny as possible. Look at how nice that's already become. See? And I've already cleaned this wire. But when you work with wire and you work on metal, like I just did to hammer everything, hammers, everything's dirty. Look at how beautiful that is. So I'm going to do the other one. I'm just going to keep polishing until I am happy with the way that it looks. Before I make these into the round shape I want, I'm going to take the loop right about there and I am going to press it like that. Do the same thing with the other one. And there you have the two pieces ready to go. And that is what they look like there. I'm going to take my UV resin flashlight and I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to hold this wire in the middle and just press it around. You can use something bigger, something smaller. Now it's perfectly rounded. Do the same thing with the other one. I love wearing these because they look great. I get compliments on these things all the time, and they're not heavy on your ear. And the thing is, they look great with these sterling silver studs. I'll put a link in the description area to where I got these from. I got all of these. I got a whole bunch of these from Amazon, these sterling silver studs, and they really look amazing. So you can make a bunch of different types of all kinds of different things. You can add beads to them if you want to, and you can wear them with or without. You can add your focal piece, whatever you decide to do. I think it looks really great. Okay, we're going to make another pair. I'm just going to pull this wire out using the same wire, and I'm going to clean the wire just a bit, and this helps to also straighten it out at the same time. Now we're just going to cut a piece. I'm not even measuring it, I'm just cutting a piece like that. And I'll cut the other one to match. Now I'm just going to cut the sharp edges off these two pieces of wire. That one's good. Going to do the same thing as we did with the last pair of earrings. So just make your loops as I showed you before, straighten it out. Make your loop, straighten it out. We're going to put these two wires together and make sure that the loops are facing the same direction on both and hold them together. And we are going to start by just designing. Just do what you feel. I'm going to start on the 2, okay, and I'm going to bend that this way, and then I'm going to go to the 5, bring that around like that. Then I think I will do the 3, go around, and you just have to do whatever you feel like doing. You can make loops, you can pretty much do whatever you want, but the reason I keep them together like this is so that both earrings are exactly the same. So at this point, I can separate them. I'm going to do a swirl or like that. I'm just using a small pair of round nose pliers. There. And they are a little wonky, as you can see, so you'll have to straighten these out a little. So I'm just going to gently start pressing this back straight. This wire is very soft, so it's easy to do. There, first one done. Another pair of earrings. Now I'm going to hammer these as well. Let's go over to the hammer station and I'll show you how I hammer these out. I'm just going to hammer the curve part of the wire. When I hammer it, I'm going to hit and then pull it this way just a little bit. Okay, and that is a second pair of earrings done in a little bit different style. Aren't these cute? They look great, and I love adding them to the studs. You could even close these loops up and add a bead if you wanted. Here's another little cute pair that I made. You can see they're fairly simple. I just did the same thing with my loop at the top and just swirled it around once, hammered it out, and added a teardrop bead. So I'll add the teardrop bead to the other one. And you don't even have to open the other jump ring, you just put it on there. How cute is that? And this is a really nice style too, because you can have a bunch of different beads, just, you know, put them on. You can put several of these on and it'll look great. There. I've added my little cubic zirconia sterling silver studs to these ones here, and that's just another way to add, you know, some interest to your stud earrings, adding a little, you know, beads or whatever. These are nice because you can interchange these so easy, and they're not going to fall off yours. These aren't going to fall off. They'd have to go all the way around to actually come off. I've worn earrings like this before, and these are really easy ways to learn, first of all, how to work with wire. If you're not really comfortable or you're not really sure, this is a very easy design. All of these are like these, so easy to do, and they look great, you know, with your earrings, with your studs. Just different styles all over the place. Okay guys, what did you think? You gonna try these? I hope you try these. They are very simple. Like each one of these earrings, if I hadn't filmed it, would have probably taken me about 5 minutes, 6 minutes to make. They're very easy. The nice thing is that you can add them to your already existing earring collection, like studs, hoops if you have them, whatever you want. It just brings a little bit of bling to what you already own. I prefer adding them to my studs. I own a lot of studs. Like I own a lot of the stud earrings. So I like to make these type of things to add to them. But I just figured, you know, if you're a beginner, you're not really sure, you know, what you want to do with wire and how you're going to approach learning how to use it. These are really good because they're very easy, simple. You can't screw up on these. I mean, you know, look, like that looks great. And I just kind of did it freehand, hoping that it would work out, and it did. Yeah, it looks good. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here now. You guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.